Hello, everyone, and welcome to the course of Qualitative Research Methods. This tutorial is basically a short introduction to the course. You must have seen the course introductory video. In this video, we will discuss what qualitative research is and what is expected from you and how this course is going to progress. And we will discuss some of the tips how you can score good marks in this course and how you should study in this course. So, a bit about qualitative research methods. This course is basically designed to help you in your thesis. For example, if you opt for a topic in your thesis and you decide that you might want to go in depth, you might want to find different reasons, find different variables, and you might want to do more exploratory kind of research, maybe, or maybe you want to do a mixed method kind of research apart from the statistics. Then you would need to understand what qualitative research is. To understand this qualitative research in this course, we are going to explain to you what qualitative research is, how do you design a qualitative research, what are the tools that you should use, how you should analyze those tools, what kind of a data is used in a qualitative research, and how you're supposed to write a qualitative research. If we talk about qualitative research in general, as I usually discuss, that you might understand that how much efficient a person is through quantitative research. But what are the reasons for his efficiency? What are his motivation factors? These factors, these variables are something that you can only find out from qualitative research when you conduct his interview, when you're going to observe him, when you will go for some focus groups and you are going to discuss it with them. So this is why qualitative research is very important to understand the topic in depth. So if we talk about some of the course objectives, so as I said, in this course, you will understand the importance of qualitative research. You will understand different strategies. You will understand how to formulate its problem, how to formulate its significance, how to write its literature review, and how to analyze it, how to construct its data collection tool, and how to analyze it. If we talk about some learning outcomes, so once you complete this course, you will be able to formulate a research proposal which is based on qualitative research. You will be able to develop a design. You will be able to execute a qualitative research. You will be able to construct a data collection tool, and you will be able to analyze that data with or without a software. Usually, we don't use a software in qualitative data analysis, but sometimes there are a few softwares that you might use. Along with that, you will be able to understand how do we research, how do we, in research, how do you cite, how do you give a reference in the APA style, which is mostly used in your thesis and in other assignments as well. If we talk about your course planning, your course is divided into different weekly topics. As you are in the summer semester, your weeks are further divided into two topics. So in a week, you will be studying two topics. So each week, that means each class is further divided into smaller units so that you have smaller videos to see, you have smaller topics to focus on. It will be easier for you as well. It is very difficult to listen to an audio of around half an hour, but it's easier to understand the same topic in 2 minutes. So each topic has been divided into multiple units, and you are given different resources. So there are different resources, and all the resources are available on your learning management system. We have made it in a way so that they are easily accessible to you. So what are the resources? You will have a PowerPoint slide like the one that I'm using right now. You have a recorded lecture like the one that I am recording right now. There are some video lectures as well, which will be done in the studio and they will be available to you. I'll just show it to you in a while where you will be able to see them. You will have some web resources and articles. I have uploaded a G Drive. You can go over there and you can go through the books and you may download the books as well. We have provided you some YouTube resources and some activities as well. The activities you may be able to do them on the VLE, and sometimes you will be doing them on the discussion forum. If we talk about the course assessment, so you have assignments. You will have 4 assignments that you will have to do. For each assignment, you will have around 2 to 3 weeks. You will have quizzes. For each quiz, you will have around 3 to 4 days, and you will have 4 quizzes. So you will have 4 assignments and 4 quizzes. There are around 20 and 20 marks each, so that will make up 40. If you talk about activities, you will be doing different activities on the VLE. You will be participating in the discussion forum. You will be completing certain activities, and all of them will account for 10 marks, and your activities are being recorded on the VLE. So we know that if you have watched the lectures, we know that if you have completed the activities, how long have you spent on the LMS. So this will be, most probably this will be this will be automated apart from the activities that you do and which are marked. So, and then you have a class project. In this class project, you will write a qualitative research paper. You might be doing it individually, or you might be doing it in a group of 2 to 3 people. It's better to do it in a group, because in summer you might not have a lot of time to do that. And then you have a written examination. Your written examination will be of about 30 marks. So 70 for all of this, and a written would be for about 30 marks. Now, if I go to your LMS, see, you will click on your course and you will have some class material. See, mine is a more faculty based, so mine and your LMS might be a bit different. So once you click on the class material, you will have all of this open. You will have course introduction. You will have all of the lectures here. And then at the last, you will have some recorded lectures. So once I'm done with recording this lecture, I'm going to upload it here. So you will be able to download it and you will be able to watch them. So again, these units are divided into smaller parts so that it will be easier for you. So now if I open up your lectures, for example, if I open up lecture 3, so you have a lecture, the PPT, and you have some reading material. So we have already given you some of the reading material. This reading material will have some YouTube resources. You may watch those YouTube resources. Along with that, in the same reading material, we have specified the page numbers of the book that you should read to understand this topic for further reading. Sometimes we have even provided you some sample research papers, because it is important to go through the research papers if you want to understand research. So see, for each of them, it is marked and it is telling you the material that there are, even if you need to read one page. So for your understanding, we have the PPTs, the PowerPoint presentations, we have the reading material. Along with that, we have the recorded lectures, the same that I just showed it to you. At the end, see the recorded lectures, which will be for week 1 till week 14. I'll be continually recording the lectures and I'll be placing it over there. Along with that, for other resources, if I go back to the classes, click on the course. So we have the Zoom links and recordings as well. As soon as your class ends, maybe on the same day or by in next day, I mean, wait at least 24 hours, the class link of Zoom sessions would be here. The Zoom recordings would be available here. So class links are here and Zoom recordings would be here. So you will be able to watch the Zoom sessions later on as well. I mean, if you don't have if there is no electricity or internet at your home, you might be able to see the Zoom sessions. What we prefer is that before coming to the class, you go through those recorded lectures in the class material, watch those tutorials that there are, and then come to the class so that you have an idea what we will be talking about in the class. In the class, we're going to discuss the same concepts. If you have any queries, you can ask over there, and then we will give you some reading material that you can do. The reading material you can access before or after the class as per your own convenience. Then you can go to the discussion forum, and on the discussion forum, see, there are different topics. If you open up this topic, you have a question, and this the answer of this question would we would have already discussed. See, some of you have already answered as well, so you can do that. So the more interactive you are in the discussion forums, the more better chances of getting the activity marks for you. And then in the same, if I go back to the classes, click here. When you have online quizzes, you can do it over here. When you have assignments, you can simply submit it over here. So this would most probably be it. Again, as I said, your final exams would be open book examinations, and you will have around 2 to 3 days to do that. But obviously, plagiarism will lead to a zero. Anywhere in any, maybe in the quizzes or the assignments or the projects, if you plagiarize, you will get a straight zero in that. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you, and I'm looking forward to see you in the course. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can always post it in the discussion forum, or you may post it in the Telegram group. Thank you.